Namaskar, I'm Harpreet Kaur and I welcome you all to our live and interactive session. You are watching us on PM eVidya channels 6 to 12 and also on our YouTube handle NCERT Official. This is our online training program under the umbrella theme of social media safety, and we are bringing you this program in collaboration with CyberPeace Foundation, that is CPF. Well, today we are in day 3 of the training session and the topic that we have taken up is Risks and red flags, cyber threats and online harms on social media. We all like to be there on social media and post the content that is appealing and catchy, but it has its own repercussions and consequences. What are those red flags and how we can identify them, how we can protect ourselves and how we can stay vigilant also so as to not become a threat of cyber crime, or a victim of cyber crime rather, because there's so many threats and we don't want to be in a position where we are compromising on our privacy and on the privacy of others. So on this session you can definitely participate since it's a training program. So please take down all the details through which you can reach out to us. Our phone number is 8800440559. We also have a dedicated email ID for you, that is training.helpdesk@cit.nic.in. And since you're watching us live on our YouTube handle NCERT Official, you can always go to the live chat box, put in your questions there and get in touch with us instantly. Now, it is a training program, and as you all know, whenever there is a training program, there is an assessment. And if you wish to attempt the assessment, you can definitely do that. And if you score more than 70%, you'll be granted a certificate that you can download from DIKSHA portal. For all these informations in detail, please log on to our CIT website. The courses on assessment will be released soon and then you can take them up. Now, who's there with us today to talk about this very important topic, risk and red flags? So, we are joined by Ms. Anindita Mishra. Please join me in welcoming her. Ma'am, namaskar and very warm welcome to the session.
Thank you. And I'm really glad to be here talking on this interesting topic.
Pleasure is all ours, and let me apprise everybody that ma'am is Senior Consultant Trainer from CyberPeace Foundation, Kolkata, West Bengal. Ma'am, I'm sure you're going to present us some new dimensions related to these risk and red flags. But before you delve deep into the presentation, I request you to kindly let us know what all main points will be covering in the session today.
Good. Yeah, that would actually help us take this forward.
Yes.
So we all are aware of social media being part of it, very active part of it. Believe it or not, 33% or almost around 40% if I take into account 6 months have passed already of the Indian population are active social media users. So we need to know, as social media users, what are you doing right, what are you doing wrong,
Yes.
and what is the way forward.
True.
Now, social media has this enormous advantage of connecting people across borders, where these borders be physical, emotional, mental, any other metaphysical. And in this connection, as COVID-19 showed us, that not only did we communicate with people with whom we wanted to build up relation, we could also study, work from home if you have desk jobs, buy, sell, start a cloud kitchen, start a cloud library. There are so many new facets of social media coming up.
Yes.
And we sign up. Somebody suggests, have you tried that out? And yes, said, of course, I've not. Let me try it out. Youngsters are going for different ones like Snapchat, TikTok, WeChat, and many, many more across the world.
Right.
You'd be surprised to know, there are more than, should I say, 30, at least 30 social media sites that have over 100 million active users. Don't even speak about the remaining ones. So even Zoom that we are using today, that is an integrated service offered over social media.
Yeah.
We use emails. So on all of these, we are aware that, all right, scams happen, phishing happens, this happens and that happens. But the bad actors, as we call them in social media, are not going to limit themselves to the way they have been behaving all this time, because they know we are becoming aware, we are taking steps. We now know that we need to protect our devices, not to accept friendship requests from unknown people,
Yes.
not to click on links. These have become common knowledge, right?
True.
So what are the other ways they are approaching us, earning our trust, and fooling us? We need to understand that. These are the risks associated.
Yes.
Sometimes when we become so excited about some breaking news and you want to share, we do not stop and pause and check whether it's true or false, whether the link is actually safe or not, and we go ahead, share in all the groups that we are members of. We are therefore doing the work of the scammers by helping them share their content globally.
Right.
Are we doing that? Are we becoming scapegoats on somebody the scammers are using without our realization? Second thing is, there is this AI that has crept up into everything, artificial intelligence, which can cause a lot of trouble, believe me, because here it becomes very difficult to differentiate between the real and the fake. And it is very easy to fall prey to AI used material. So, what do we do? How do we recognize them? Over the years, when social media started as just a find your friend site, something like 6 degrees, if I'm not mistaken, going on to FB and all other sites, it is not limited to just connecting with friends and family. It has a wider, should I say, boundary and territory. We are not just connecting, we are also showcasing our talents, showcasing our products, our things that we're investing, buying, selling. So many different things are being done, and we are supposed to stay a step ahead of the scammers if you have to be safe online. Also, as a digital user, we have to remember that we have to be not just safe for ourselves, but safe for everybody else. And that is called being a responsible user. Because we are all connected digitally, which is not controlled by one a law of any one country, we have to take active steps in controlling our own activities online so that we do not endanger ourselves or people who are connected to us unknowingly. So that is called being responsible social media users. We need to learn how to use and not abuse social media.
Absolutely.
And that is what we are going to talk about today.
Lovely, ma'am. Thank you for setting this foundation. And be it communication, information, education, entertainment. We need social media, but we need to stay wary of the dangers that or threats it can pose upon us. So now I request you to kindly go ahead with your presentation in detail. And if at all there will be questions, we will be taking them up in the end.
All right. So, friends, let's start. So, today's topic is to deal with the risks and the red flags, cyber threats, and online harms on social media. So, what are the risks? Why are there risks? Risks for whom and how? And how do we understand that there are risks? We look out for the red flags. Today, I will help you to find those red flags so that next time you are on social media, either chatting or simply surfing or going through all the TikToks and reels your friends have uploaded on Insta, you will keep these red flags in mind so that you stay safe and you will help others stay safe as well.
Okay.
Okay, just a second.
I'm sure you're going to cover many more aspects to it. This is just the introductory slide that we can see in front of us. And as you mentioned that there are more than 30 such sites through which we can actually do the social networking, and above 100 million users. I mean, the statistics are just mind-boggling. Right.
I will start sharing my screen again.
Sure.
Give me a minute,
You
please.
can definitely take your time and place in front of us some important slides, and we're looking forward to it because it is very important to understand the nitty-gritties of the way you can use social media. Like we had just discussed what all main points we'll be covering in the session, and here comes the overview.
Yeah, thank you. So the social media, as I just now told you, landscape has evolved and it's very fast paced. Things are happening at a dynamic speed and it is happening even as we speak. So anything that we know of now will become obsolete in a day or two, or maybe even by the end of the day. We need to be all the time aware, educated, and continually refreshing the knowledge we have. There are so many things happening, and as I told you earlier, AI is going to prove to be our enemy here, because AI is something that we have to deal with. Over the years, social media has developed slowly and to such an extent that today the number of users has broken all levels of expectation. Every year, millions of people are added to the social media bandwagon. Funnily, where everywhere in the world we see there is a disparity between male and female, either in the birth rate or education or job wise. When it comes to social media, there is not much of a disparity. Men and women are using it widely. So now you're going to ask me, so yes, what can happen if I am using something as safe as Snapchat where pictures disappear, or I'm on Insta with chosen friends, or I'm on Facebook with my extended family because I keep my FB and Insta separate? What can happen to me? Who can approach me? But unfortunately, it has been found in a study that we Indians are the biggest victims of online frauds. Why does that happen? So we need to know the red flags. The red flags can be anything. Now, can I give you an example? On Facebook, I have found, incidentally, it is called Meta now, Facebook. I have found many people trying out the psychology tests, or what does your birthday tell about you,
Yeah.
or a simple quiz like which actress you resemble, isn't it?
Yes.
We all try it.
Yeah, I have.
So, don't we? Yeah. So we all like to know more about ourselves. Now, the moment you do which actress you resemble, the app will take your photographs from your social media profile, check it, and try to find similarities with some actress and make you look. This is the actress you resemble, or this is how you will look at the age of 60, or if you are a girl, if you are or a boy, or if you want to change your hairstyle, this is how you look. We are very happy with all of these, which shared with our friends on our page, on our profile, and say, look, this is what the app said. We forgot that they have got hold of a photograph. The app has got hold of the face, a very important biometric detection in it. So this biometric of a face or your thumb are very important. You just cannot keep pressing links where they say, I'll give you a thumbprint to prove you're you, unless, of course, it is at your office or other places where your thumbprint is required, or you've gone to take a visa. It is required there. But where it is not required, should you go and share your face, your photograph, your name, your age, and other personal details?
No.
Therein lies your carelessness, and therein lies the risk of your private data, of your money getting stolen. Now, what are the new threats? I told you about new threats that, okay, we all know about scams, but these are the new threats. Narrative building through misinformation. The misinformation, are of three types. Misinformation can be simple, a wrong piece of information that I inadvertently or somebody else inadvertently shares. Like, for example, I thought that tomorrow is the picnic day, forgetting that tomorrow is not Saturday. So I just wrote in the WhatsApp group with my friends, hey, tomorrow picnic, who's getting what? That is a genuine error on my part. It is not aimed at hurting or harming anybody. Or I read in another message that eating this fruit every morning will give me a clear complexion. And I shared that with my friends. Listen, I read about it. I don't know if it is true or false, but this fruit will give me a clear complexion. Why don't you try it? This is done in goodwill, not to hurt anybody. That is misinformation. Disinformation, when somebody deliberately gives you some wrong information to hurt or harm you. For example, a message which is supposedly, allegedly from your bank saying some suspicious activities have been noted, your account is getting frozen. If you want to reactivate your account, please enter your password here. And you get scared and you enter your password, or you get a call and you reply to it and they say an amount of 10 Lax has just entered your account. Should we freeze the account? And you say, no. I said, prove your date of, that you are you by saying your name and date of birth. And you shared that to stop the activity. In your hurry, you did not think that you're not supposed to share such information over the telephone. So this is disinformation aimed at creating either chaos in the society or stealing data or stealing money. Malinformation is something we've got to really be scared of. It is when narratives are created by using fake photographs or using part of a truth news, just using maybe one or two lines from this, a fake news is created. And using the video of the person who said it, the words are the cloned voice is used to make that person say that. So you know what? I may dislike Mr. X and I want to humiliate Mr. X. I want to defame him in the world. So what I do is I take videos of him, I clone his voice, and then create a paragraph of very, very inappropriate content and create a video of him saying it and then share it on social media. As I told you, AI makes it very difficult to identify, is this the correct person? Is this the correct voice? You need to do a lot of checking. So then I'll be creating a video of a person saying things that he never said in his whole life. But the people who see it, read it, and start discussing and talking about it, and because this is surely going to go viral, they are the ones who are going to become victims of malinformation. This happens during communal wars, international tensions. All of these malinformation, new narratives are created and spread to influence people. Deepfakes are when photographs are changed completely to from one person made to look like another. So like for me, for example, somebody may use my photograph and splice it with say that of Deepika Padukone and create another profile. Voice cloning I just explained, and so is fake website like Amazon website will not be Amazon actually, but it will look totally like Amazon. And you will enter your credentials and whoever has created it will steal it. Let's do some more about these deep fakes and voice cloning because that is the thing we need to watch out for. Now, when you simply just use your editing tools and change the photographs, they are called shallow or cheap fakes. They can be easily identified by an expert. Deepfake is when we take the help of artificial intelligence, machine learning, which will again and again repeat an activity, even like something like moving of the lips, moving of the eye, facial expression. This machine learning will repeat it till it gets it perfect. And that is how deepfake videos are created. And the misuse is impersonating people. Like I can pretend, I give an example. I've forgotten the place, but I think it is somewhere in Southeast Asia. There was a senior personal meeting of a company, and the head of the company, the CEO, the CFO, and everybody was there. Rather than one senior person, all of these other, there are 6 people in the meeting. The rest 5 were fake impersonation using AI, and only one person was genuine. And these 5, they do a meeting very seriously, genuine like, and they tell him to sign a check for 30,000 pounds or something to give to some company. And he did it because he's seeing his CEO, his CFO, and COO, everybody sitting and discussing and talking. He did not think it was fake. So this is how scams can happen. See, here is an example of 2 women whose faces are spliced together to create this face. So actual woman, the original woman's face you see, has been spliced with the one with the small photograph on the right-hand side of your screen to get this deepfake image. So how quickly a person's face can be changed? What is deepfake mainly being used for today? For the entertainment industry, for the pornographic websites you can create. If you look at your Facebook and AI and all, you will find Such AI imaging is used to create stories also these days. Those are good. It is bad when they are used on people to steal, to breach their privacy, to scam them. Now, AI has helped to make even phishing. The phishing is sharing of link or messages to, encourage people to take action, the desired action. It is like trying to catch a fish, as we all know. We just put the bait in the water and wait. Which fish is going to come to snap at the bait? And what is the bait? Bait can be temptation. A pop up comes up on your screen, free download, and you click on it. Or a message comes from Google, say, or if you're using Microsoft Edge, so from them a message comes, something is wrong with the font. Google has identified 3, 4 fonts which have been put in, which were not there. So that means there is a some kind of virus attack. Enable this now to stop this from happening. And you think Google is sending it to you. It all looks so very authentic. Or Microsoft is sending it to you. But there you get caught. But today we have targeted attacks using AI. Voice cloning, image cloning, then situation. So supposing you get a video of your mother telling you, listen, I need your help, please talk to this person. This video is there, and then the call comes from a person, hello, your mother is with me and she's met with an accident and I've just put her in this hospital. They're asking for a lakh deposit to start the thing. And you had seen your mother on the video and you heard her, and then you will do the first thing, I'll put the 1 lakh deposit online, I'll transfer, and then rush to the hospital. See, this is how, when people are least expecting it, such actions happen. They get disturbed and they don't think. That is what these scammers wait for, that you not think and come to a logical conclusion that this does not look right. They do not want you to think. These are incidents of how deepfakes were used in recent times. In Kerala, some old man, got a call from his son that transfer 40,000, I need the money. And he transferred the amount. He heard the voice. He recognized the voice. There was no doubt in his mind that that is a person speaking. Very recently, now video calls. These days, not only on WhatsApp and Messenger, you can do video calls with your normal phones. If you receive a video call, even from a number you may know, but not familiar with, the name is not coming. You click the video on and you see, for a second, you will see either an undressed person on the other side and your face comes, and then they disconnect the call, and then they can blackmail you using that picture. Also, if you get a video call from an unknown person, this is the risk that you can be blackmailed. Red flag, unknown person, unknown number, and what to do? You are going to disconnect the call or not receive the call, and instead send an SMS, not even a WhatsApp message, an SMS writing, who is this, please? I could not identify the number. Keep it to SMS, not to WhatsApp or Messenger or any other site. You're not going to connect with a person you do not know. Similarly, a few months back, the Vardhaman Group chairperson was duped by 7 crore, and because he was digitally arrested and made to pay up that money by people pretending to be from the cybercrime police. Also, there are these bots. Bots are small programs that they're designed to function one program. And these small bots are continually working. How are they working? They maybe on Twitter, suppose, on Twitter, which is now called X. On Twitter, accounts are there, even though Twitter has its own cybersecurity system, which is continually removing fake accounts. These bot accounts are targeted. If somebody says something which is against a narrative being created, These bot accounts will target them, troll them till their voices are stopped, or they will share more and more of the narrative that is being created. They'll amplify disinformation, as I told you, fake information created. They'll amplify disinformation or execute large scale scams. These bots can do that. They create fake engagement by creating fraud profiles, and they will make it all look so legitimate that you will believe it. What do we do? So we understand the risk. What is our threat? What is our red flag that we are going to take up? One of the ways the websites help us is by using CAPTCHA. Now, kindly always do this because it will help you. This is a second layer. Now, CAPTCHA is where you write in whatever you see or hear. But bots can also do the CAPTCHA, advanced bots. So therefore, the CAPTCHA was disregarded. Now we have the picture CAPTCHA, image recognition CAPTCHA, which is not very easy for bots. Like, where all can you see which all frames can you see the blue sky? Tick mark those frames. It is not easy for even advanced bots to do image recognition. So here is a solution. Image recognition is a good way to protect the site from attacks and for you to know that you are entering a safe website. Another way, these are modern attacks coming up, crypto attacks, and these this NFT fraud attacks. Now, these non-fungible tokens. What are cryptocurrencies? You may have heard a lot about cryptocurrencies. They're unregulated. The block and chain principle is used for these currencies, and people do all the time crypto mining to get currency. And their one token may be in thousands. The value may be in thousands. Everybody is looking for crypto. The more crypto you collect, the more money you have. These are all digital. You have nothing in hand. Everything is in the digital sphere. So because people have heard of crypto, people have heard of these neo-fungal tokens. These tokens can be used to make investment, and the investment, the returns are in multiplied amount. People are very interested, and because greed here plays a big factor, get more money, we tend not to notice the red flags. So you see, this is all coming under social engineering.
Yeah.
Social engineering is a kind of method applied by scammers wherein they play with your mind. They play with your mind by either giving you tempting offers, or making you scared, like the one I told you, the fonts have been affected, there's malware or virus, you have to free care. That is a concern, scare, or panic situation, your bank account is getting frozen. Your mind is making you take wrong decisions because you are emotionally influenced. So this is all social engineering. Now, what happens? The crypto scam or the this fungal NFT token coin scams, they have like investment opportunities. They will use maybe create fake companies or use the name of actual companies to tell you that if you buy stocks here, your value of the stocks is going to multiply in 2 years. And today, if you're going to invest 1 lakh, in 2 years' time, you are going to get back 3 to 4 lakhs and more, as much depends on how much you invest. And then you make the investment and they disappear. That is called a rug pull method. So there are many other ways people scam you. What do you know? What do you understand from this? Do not give in to temptation. It has been said by different religions all down the ages. Do not give in to temptation. Temptation does not take you to salvation. Celebrity name and photographs are used to prove a point. In India, this is Elon Musk, and this was a very big scoop that people had busted, fake crypto scheme. There are big pictures in India for the Indian public, especially in villages, in two-tier cities, and in remote areas. They may not know who Elon Musk is, but they do know who the Prime Minister is Modi ji, or the national emblems of India, or Ambani's photograph, or even actors and actresses, okay, say Anil Kapoor or Amitabh Bachchan. So their voices are cloned. Amitabh Bachchan promoting a product, Anil Kapoor promoting a product, Virat Kohli, the champion, promoting a product or talking about something. Instead of directly promoting it, talking about a product, or their photographs are there in a poster which talking about investment opportunities or free prizes for the first 10 people who apply, something like that. So again, what is happening here is our minds develop trust because these are known faces. Government of India flag, or India, all India investment opportunity, all India makes us feel, okay, this is Indian, this is government, this is going to be safe. And we get caught. Data scraping from the internet, you can imagine every second how much data we enter. I'm entering data in the form of a PPT now. Data has been entered through messages, through emails, through all the transaction is being done, through all the streaming of content that is being done. And there are people who are collecting this data one way or the other through third-party data sharing that you may have done, through data you may have shared on public forum like using public or free Wi-Fi. They are collecting this data and they are building shadow profiles. So here I am, Anindita Mishra, people who have collected my data, my photograph, name, about me, my bio, or my friend list. They may be creating, and I'm sure they have created quite a few profiles, and at the opportune time, they are going to use those profiles to get new friends, and they are going to send friend requests to all my friends who will think I have created a second account and accept the friend request. And this is how these impersonations happen, and these people then ask for money or take it to another level where they dupe them, or they may even traffic children or women. A lot of things happen. Data can also be used to do spear phishing. Fishing, we know, either is done with when you take a fishing rod with one bait to catch one fish at a time, or you take out a net and catch hundreds of fish at a time if you're lucky. Spear fishing is done when there are a lot of big fishes and you take a spear and spear it, one particular fish. For that, preparation is needed. You need to get data about the person, to know that person, establish a relation and a sense of trust, and then collect. Now, how is it done? Account takeover, or say a fraud, account takeover fraud, something like I would say, I log into a fake website by mistake, Amazon fake website by mistake, and I share my login credentials and all because I received this message 50% off on Nike shoes, and I really want a pair of such good shoes. So I choose the costliest, 20,000 or 30,000 a pair, and I say 15,000, okay, will do. And where will I get such a good pair of shoes? I'm a runner, I need a good pair of shoes. And I log in and I share my credit card details. Now, the person who has created the fake website gets hold of my login credentials and my credit card details. Now, they will use them. See, they have taken this from me because I trusted the website to be true. It is not a person here, the website. And now what happens, they can use this to take over my account and order in my name and change address, get deliveries done somewhere, or, so that I don't suspect and keep using this website. They may send me a very bad pair of shoes, very inferior quality shoes, and then complain to the website saying, I have received very poor quality shoes, or I have not received shoes, and the money will be sent to that person, refunded to my account, and they'll use the money. So you see, or they may use my credit card details to do what they want. So people may say, oh, then I will not have an account on social media because then only it can get stolen. But you are going to be there somewhere in the digital world, courtesy your friends, your family, your office, your people in your institution, someone somewhere would have shared your details, not trying to harm you or make your profile public, but as part of a group. In foreign countries, it is against rule to publish or upload a picture of a child in a school unless the parents have given consent. For each child who goes to a class, in everybody's consent is letters have to come that these parents have said no to sharing of photographs. So when they have class activities like sports day, programs, drama, they do share photographs. But those children whose parents have not given permission, their faces are faced out, or some flowers or leaves are put over the faces so that they are not identifiable. We here share a lot without asking for permission. So therefore, if there is somebody who is a friend, please do not tag them unless they ask for it. You can tag them if they request so. And you can also set up security methods on your social media profiles so that you get to see photographs first where you are tagged and decide whether you want to hide them or share them on your profile. This is what you can do. Ransomware can also happen. As I told you, a mother is in hospital. It can also be a child in school waiting for parents or bus to pick up, and somebody says your father was coming to pick you up but cannot because, see, listen to his voice, and the father's voice comes on the phone. My dear, I'm got caught. Can you come with this uncle? I know him. He's from my office. And then that is a kidnap. And then they can kidnap your data and lock it up. And that is called a ransomware. So there are different ways your data can be used against you. Even something like Insta followers. People say, click on this link to get 1,000 followers, and people are mad about getting followers. I had once asked a participant at a session, how many followers do you have on Insta? And this is not a big city. This is a tier 2 city, a small place, small town. And I'd expected they will say 30, 40, 50, maybe 100. The person said thousands. I said, you follow 1,000? They said, no, I follow 2,000 and around 2-3,000 follow me. I said, you allow your profile and all your whatever you're posting to be seen. So most people in the group said yes, they have kept their profiles public. They had no idea what would happen because they wanted to get more followers. They're posting dance reels, they are posting whatever talent they had, like baking or cooking online all the time. And this desire for getting more followers and therefore more money when they posted reels led to what happening? People started coming into their contact, people who are not genuine but impersonation of profiles or fake profiles, and they were put into a compromised position. Biometrics I've already told you about. Supply chain attacks happened when social media companies, when they use third parties, and so those third parties get compromised. And social media like Netflix was once compromised. Sony PlayStation was compromised a number of times. These are the frauds I've already told you about. Credit card fraud, when your credit card details get stolen. APK fraud is Android package kit. These frauds happen when you click on links or you want to, use a certain app which is not permitted in your country, say, and you cannot get it on Google Play or Marketplace. So you try to use an APK to get it. So these banking frauds and all, do not click on links. Basic thing is, do not click on links. Do not go to sites where do not have any idea whether it is true or not. A very good tool to use is the web advisor offered by all security software. And I hope and pray all of you have security software installed on your laptops, desktops, and your phones. If you have PlayStation or one box at home, I hope even they are secured. So here are the tips for you. You did not ask for it, some content has come. Like, you have not paid your electricity bill tonight, your electricity supply will be stopped. Unknown numbers, calls or video calls, friendship requests from unknown people, demand for help, urgent demand for money, pressure tactics. You have to do it now. this kind of pressure, scare tactics, or please like this photo of this sick child so that all social media companies give $1 per like. Fake. Do not take part in it. Even emotional manipulation. Can you like this, say, type amen for this mother who is praying for her child's recovery? This is emotional manipulation. URLs that look suspicious. URL should end with .com or .net or .in if it is Indian, gov.in, like, or .org, like CyberPeace has cyberpeace.org because you're an organization, NGO. So if we have this kind of our valid domain names, but something that ends with XE or ABC123, something like that, don't trust those sites. They're too tempting, not right. Making you feel scared, we will share your photographs online. Don't take action. Somebody may have got hold of your private inappropriate photographs. Okay, it happens. Such things happen. You've committed a mistake by sharing those or keeping it on your phone from where somebody has stolen those. Do not get panicky and do not give in to the demands. Please discuss with a trusted adult what is your friend, a parent, somebody who knows these things. They can take down such photographs. They can take action. Do not keep it within yourself and try to mitigate and get rid of it. It won't happen. Blackmail is blackmail. If somebody asks you or sends you a message seeking to verify data, like a bank asking you to verify this is your mobile number and your email, or the language is very funny, or the email address, or the way the person has written the mail, like email address, I got one email from a person, a company, but the language was, dear, I am writing this. Nobody will write dear. A person who knows me is going to address me by my name, or a dear all if it is a group they are writing to. And I could see that it has been shared with many people. The email is not only been sent to me, but to many. And another thing, never give your access to your desktop to remote technicians to repair unless you're very sure you have got the right and the authentic technicians. Only then. Otherwise, if you give remote access, they can get access to your files and install malware that can steal from you. So there are some simple tips. Strong unique password, one capital, one letter, one special character. Remember, these are all vital. You have to have these in it, at least 12 character long. Okay? So this way, you are going to get a stronger password. Do not click on a link. Review your privacy settings. See what apps you're not using. There are many apps that are connected to your Facebook, Insta, email. Keep checking what are connected to these. Am I using those apps? Then disable. Stop. Do not share personal info widely with people, even on social media. If you have to share some personal info, you may share it in person if possible, or in parts, at least, but not totally together. Like you have to share your password and bank account number. I wouldn't ask you to share it. It is one good way to do is, if you're sharing those with your children, have a common email account where you can write it and save it as draft, and they can open the draft and check. They're in a foreign country studying or working, and from there it can be seen without the email getting published. But of course, you should remove it once the work is over, because if email gets hacked, that will become public knowledge. Use biometric-based identification, not just numbers and passwords. And if you can't remember password, use a password manager. Very helpful. And audit and privacy and security to be kept maximum. So we have seen this, how phishing works, trust is manipulated, fake accounts, investment schemes, infrastructure breakdown happens, credential harvesting happens. So be careful as to who is. These are the red flags to watch for. Is it emotionally affecting you? Is it from a stranger? Are you suspicious of the link or address or the language? Is it offering you things that it cannot be true? Remember, there are no free lunches anywhere. Is somebody sounding too good to be true? You got an friend request or a dating request from somebody who looks too good to be true. Are the photographs filtered? Because nobody is going to put up, a very dull photograph on a dating or friendship profile. They are going to give it the best shot possible. So oversharing is too much information. Hashtag TMI. Do not share so much. You have to limit yourself and know who to be friend with. If you click on a link, you will suddenly you'll find your friends telling you, "Have you sent us this message?" So your WhatsApp has got compromised, and it has sent it to all your connections. That way, you have put your connections to danger. So do not click on link, even if it is something like, "Have you seen this shocking?" Not for opening an office, okay, not for work computers. This tag, not for work computers, makes you more curious to see what content is there. And you will click on the links and quickly you think, "I'll see what video is this," and delete. That one click is enough. Sometimes you'll find you thought you had downloaded some apps, but those apps are not there. What did you download then? Where did you go? You clicked on something for something to happen, it didn't happen. Immediately do a check or scan your device, remove all infected or anything that is suspicious. Okay, keep your devices clean. Just like you clean up your houses, devices have to be kept clean. Otherwise, these Trojan apps, like the Trojan horse of Greece, it will come inside quietly when you click on links or you click or like something, or even when you get these sari challenges or smile challenges, one picture a day without saying anything. You join it because your friend sent you the link or tagged you in the photo. But who is the one who started it first? Why? Did you ask yourself? Why should there be a sari challenge when hundreds of women will share photographs of them? Why should there be one photo a day challenge on a particular theme? Think before sharing. Thinking is very important. And always remember, if you find a lot of vile, mean, rude narratives about some people, some religion, some country, some area, it is more likely not to be true because that is a narrative being created. So do not pay attention, be unbiased. Try to find information from other sources to corroborate it. Investment scams happen because people are greedy. Stay away from such investment offers on the digital media. Meet companies, go to the companies, even they can be fake. Tomorrow they can go and find the office doesn't exist. So beware, it's your money. If it is gone, it's your loss. So careful. And sextortion happens. People get hold of pictures and use it. Do not give in. One picture, even it comes public, can be taken off. Contact the police, contact a trusted person and discuss what to do and take action. Do not give in because once you do, you'll have to keep doing it. Also, never send money. So many dating scams, dating profile meets ended in scams because they said we are sending you a gift from abroad. And after many, many months, this happened when trust is very solid. And the gift turns out to be nothing, but you have already paid money as import duties. So you have been scammed and the person is no more to be found. Money is something you have to be very careful about, whether however close a person is. If, of course, your family, your trusted relatives, is a different game altogether. But otherwise, be careful with your money. Only when you trust, talk about it with others, discuss, is this case true? Is this person in trouble? And then take action. Photographs are not to be shared with strangers. I came across a case of young teenagers who were trying to get more followers. They were very smart. They were not showing their face, but the portion below their neck, and very skimpily dressed photographs. And the people are there commenting, "Show your face, wear a bikini set and pose." So, and they were getting, daring, more likes were coming, and they wanted to get more follower count. So talk to young people also who do this because this will not get them fame. Insta fame doesn't stay forever. It is better to be safe. So on dating apps, as I told you, look at the photographs and the profile, and don't get smitten right at the top, but wait to develop and understand each other. It takes many days to know a person, even though you may not know a person fully, because and the people you're meeting in the digital world are not people you're going to trust, because are they who they say they are? Tomorrow I may put up a picture of Maruduri Dikshit as my profile photo. That doesn't make me her. And most important, don't lose connection with your real world. Real friends, real life, real news matters. So be aware, be safe, be responsible, and that is how you come to lead a responsible and enjoyable social life.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for covering all the important points and for sharing with us those main insights. You've already answered all my questions. In fact, I had a lot of them, but you have covered almost everything in your PPT. So, because we are also running short of time, so very quickly, I would need your closing remarks in form of an answer to a question which I want to ask you, that what role do you think social media platforms can actually play in preventing and addressing cyber threats and online harms?
I think social media platforms are doing a lot, but they need to do more. Our DPDP Act that has come into force has to be implemented with force across all platforms, because that is very important. Our personal data, digital personal data protection is a must. In foreign countries, GDPR, in Europe and US, GDPR is very strong. You know, every page you open, every, like in Google Shorts, if you're going to open any of these shorts, every page will ask, accept cookies, manage consent, reject all, every time. We do not have such strong, rules. Those are required, and social media companies must create age appropriate platforms also, so that children are not exposed to any kind of adult conversation or content that may negatively harm them and influence them. Also, they need to be away. So there has to be, like, YouTube Kids is there, so parents can use that. Social media company have to play a major role in protecting the users. So even though they have in place blocking and reporting, it takes a long time for them to come back with the report, because yes, there are hundreds of reports I accept, but many times they say, no, it does not go against our rules and our compliance compliance.
Right.
So then what happens is, it is not true. You could again and again complain. So there has to be more effort on their part.
Absolutely, absolutely, ma'am. And thank you so much for answering my question. Indeed, it was a delightful and I must say an eye-opening journey, because we have come across so many provisions and so many precautions that we can take and keep ourselves safe while enjoying social media, I would say. So thank you so much once again for your time and contribution.
Thank you. Namaste. Have a good evening.
Thank you. Same to you. So viewers, that was Miss Anindita Sharma throwing light on our today's program, of course, where we talked about on day 3, risk and red flags, cyber threats and online harms on social media under the umbrella theme of social media safety. With this, I'm wrapping up my presentation here. But before I leave, I just want to remind you, it's a training program. There is going to be an assessment, and for guidelines and how to attempt and when the courses will be released, I request you to kindly visit our CIET website. And one more important thing for you, it's about the textbooks for grade 4 and 7 that are now available on Amazon, Flipkart and NCERT website. You can go and grab your copies from there. And now let's take a quick look at the schedule, what's all coming ahead. So in a short while from now, you can watch a session Sahyog. This is a session for providing psychosocial support to parents, teachers and students across the country. And today we will be talking about socio-emotional learning, and all the other programs that you've been watching since morning. You can watch them again on our YouTube handle NCERT Official. With this as a wrap, this is me Harpreet Kaur taking leave of you. Namaskar.